Now, from your weather authority, meteorologist Cody Bailey.
Well, outside of the humidity, it started to feel a little bit more like late August as we've been below average for the last several days. And for the first time since the beginning of the month, or at least the first week of August, we hit 90 degrees in the city of Evansville. And that could be the case for a couple of more days this weekend before the humidity starts to return here for the weekend. Looks to linger through most of next week as well. But we'll get more on those more summer-like conditions here in just a second. But outside, again, another beautiful late afternoon, early evening shaping up across most of the tri-state. Plenty of sunshines, barely a few clouds on our Owensboro tower camera, or roofclaim.com tower camera from the Owensboro riverfront, showing a beautiful evening. Same situation in downtown Evansville. Our Superior Ag tower camera showing hardly a cloud in the sky, and just a few of those cumulus clouds bubbling up through the heat of the day. We should be on our way for a mostly clear evening and night, with the exception late tonight, really closer to daybreak tomorrow morning, as a few isolated showers, maybe a storm or two, could make a run at part of the tri-state, mainly well to our north and northwest. I'll show you an updated look at Future Tracker on those chances in just a moment. But 88 degrees right now at the Evansville airport, 62 degrees for that dew point. And again, that's where we've been the last several days. Very uncommon for this time of the year. Typically, we see dew points in either the humid or very humid category, but we're right in the middle of the tolerable range, but a little noticeable. But we should be back in the humid category for tomorrow and likely through the weekend and at least most of next week. Maybe a little bit of brief relief by this time next week, with a couple more rain chances as we get a little more unsettled later next week as well. But temperatures across the tri-state pretty much in that 85 to 90 degree ballpark, with a couple of the warm spots right now at Princeton and both Morganfield sitting at 90 degrees, 87 Henderson and Owensboro, also 87 in Calhoun. And again, over towards the Wabash, or across the Wabash, 88 Carmine, a little bit cooler in Fairfield, coming in at 85 degrees. And our running total of an inch or more in the watering forecast is, again, not a lot of activity over the last week, so most of us likely need to water our gardens or the plants. The only exceptions down to the southeast across parts of Ohio and Muhlenberg counties, where you've had over an inch, in some places well more than an inch to an inch and a half over the course of the last week. But no rain outside right now, and even though rain chances return for the weekend, it's not a guarantee that you'll see those rain chances in your area. Again, very typical summer pattern with the heat, the humidity, and isolated pop-up storms, where some of you get those downpours, others stay completely dry through the course of the weekend. But we are dry right now, just a couple pop-up showers well to our south, closer to the Kentucky-Tennessee state line, and that's going to be the trend as we go into the next couple of days. Isolated pop-ups, otherwise hot and humid for the next couple of days. But across the region, again, most of the activity well to our south, across the deep south and the Gulf Coast, where some heavy rainfall moving through. Not a lot in terms of severe weather across the country, so pretty quiet pattern, not here locally, but across most of the region and most of the country as well. But Future Tracker, again, shows what may have a slight chance of an isolated shower north and northwest of Evansville late tonight, really early tomorrow morning. Future Tracker shows that broken line falling apart, but may make a few isolated showers along and north of I-64, primarily closer to the US 50 category. But what's left of that may redevelop during the heat of the day tomorrow, primarily southeast of Evansville. You see this run of Future Tracker wants to show at least a few pop-ups possible tomorrow afternoon. Anything out there, though, will be long gone by the time we get the kickoff for week 2 of Home Team Friday for high school football. It is going to be a little bit on the humid side, so a little bit different than those conditions that we had for last week's games. And then we repeat that pattern again on Saturday with the heat of the day. A couple pop-up storms possible, otherwise dry, warmer, and humid as well. So temperatures falling through the 80s and through the 70s after sunset. Tonight we'll be falling through the 60s as we go to the overnight hours tonight and tomorrow, much like today, but a little bit more on the humid side. Highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. Your 7-day forecast shows the humidity continuing through early next week, becoming a little bit more unsettled as we head into the beginning of next week. A few more numerous showers and storms as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Still not looking at a washout, but definitely more coverage than what we'll see over the course of the weekend, and possibly some relief with another system late Wednesday into Thursday that could knock the temperatures back a little bit below average and also give us some relief from the humidity. So a little bit warmer this weekend, but still nothing like what we had earlier this summer with the excessive heat waves, that's for sure.
It has not been that bad this week.
Really not, yeah.
All right.
Pretty good.